What's up, best friends? My name is Brian Deach. Today I'm going to talk to you about GenAI, and I'm going to start off with the idea really kind of twofold. One, unsanctioned applications, which is just kind of out in the open, and those are always like in the internet. And when we think about GenAI, it could be Grok, Gemini, Perplexity. We'll call that the big one that's kind of popular right now. Maybe ChatGPT is like that one that's just out there. People use it, and maybe you don't have any governance around it. And then we'll look at it through the lens of like, do you have a sanctioned GenAI tool that you're paying for? You have guardrails, you've trained the data, it should be useful. And I'll throw that in the bucket of SaaS, right? And maybe that tool of choice is going to be Copilot, Microsoft Copilot, that you guys have fired up there and running. And the challenge you have is that you have employees. They'll be happy because eventually they'll all be on Zscaler, right? And they're working from anywhere, at home, Starbucks, abroad. And the reality is simple. These users, that they're working from anywhere, if they're at home, they're on a VPN, they're going through the firewalls. And at best, you might have some rudimentary layer 4 type of things. But the reality is all of the nightmares and all of the good intentions and bad intentions actually occur at layer 7, which means this user, when they're interacting with stuff out there, it's all TLS, right? And if you're not decrypting it, you're not seeing it. And so how are you going to stop a user from copying and pasting something that's sensitive into a unsanctioned application that's out there? And you're like, oh, you know what we do is we just block ChatGPT, Brian. We haven't figured out. I'm like, but what about Perplexity and Grok? Like, in all the other ones that seem to pop up every single day. It's like a giant game of whack-a-mole. You need to have a data security policy that can delineate between unsanctioned and sanctioned. Be able to allow the good and block the bad. And certainly, what does that look like? And yes, you guessed it, from a Zscaler world, it's the Zero Trust Exchange. We like to make life really, really simple. And the ability right here is that we do have an agent that we throw on your endpoint. For lack of better words, Zscaler Client Connector. The goal here is kind of simple. We just want to send traffic here in this direction, allow the good, block the bad, stop the stupid, and protect every prompt. Now, what makes this really powerful is that we'll be decrypting all that traffic. Once we look at it from a layer 7 perspective, we have complete visibility into the payload of what's going on. So if this user is taking something sensitive and they're saying, hey, help me wordsmith this next merger and acquisition, maybe that shouldn't be going out there. Maybe it should be going over here. From a CISO lens, what we're trying to do is give visibility and control without any disruption. What does that actually mean? So maybe you're kind of wild, wild west. It's kind of open. What we can do is help build a business case of like why you should be securing it. What we do is we start logging every single prompt. How's this user using this particular tool that's out there, or any generative AI that you don't really use as a sanctioned one? Take that information and be able to turn that over to the board and say, hey, listen, like, I know you don't want us to block things, but unfortunately our users are using it for bad things. We don't want our customer information going out there. What do? That's where we have your back. A lot of customers, what they do today is for like the first 30 days, they put up a warning page that says, hey, if you're going over here, did you know you shouldn't be using that tool? And to click here to use the corporate sanction one, maybe it's Copilot, maybe it's Gemini, maybe it's OpenAI, the list kind of goes on. And then thereafter, they just throw these users into maybe browser isolation. So they have the ability to still interact with the application, but maybe their ability to copy and paste data over here or upload is completely redacted. Now, one of the things that's cool about our browser isolation is just because I put that user into browser isolation doesn't mean that I just give up all hope and I stop doing data security. So if this user goes into browser isolation and they try to copy like a Word document that has like the keys of the kingdom and they try to paste into it, and we're like, nope, can't do that. And they don't allow copy and paste. So then they're like, they're really ambitious, right? They're going to sit there and just type stuff in, just plucking away one character at a time. They're going to hit submit. Still on the backside of this connection, I'm still doing your data security, right? You prevent that from happening, secure your user. And then we can do some end user notifications like, hey, did you know we have this wonderful tool that will allow you to do that? Copilot, or it's OpenAI, or whatever that tool is of choice to give you the ability to interact with that application safely. This is how you safely embrace Gen AI, right? the ability to redact, copy and paste, stop doing the firewalls and the VPN nonsense. Take that concept, the shadow AI becomes the next biggest invisible threat, and saying, you know what, we have a gateway here that prevents all the bad things from happening, but still enables our users to work within the confines of that walled garden of the tools that they should be using, and just giving a great overall user experience. So with that said, team, you can't do this without looking inside TLS. This is the big reason why Zscaler is kind of critical right here. Do me a favor, reach out to your sales team, ask more questions. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised how you can safely embrace GenAI and keep your data where it belongs, not on some third-party website. That's my time. Thank you for watching.